Dear travelers, welcome back to the Twilight Zone. You see before you two groups of individuals. Here in the Twilight Zone, we refer to them as group number 1 and group number 2. Why reinvent the wheel? It is up to you, of course, which of these two groups will be sucked into the Twilight Zone tonight. On the count of 3, I need you to shout out either group 1 or group 2. But don't say group, just say 1 or 2. Why make it harder than necessary? 1, 2, 3! Group 2. And so, dear travelers, once again, we are going to need the assistance from the audience member. We shall retire an important object, and I shall shuffle the cards. Once again, I will need a volunteer to temporarily join me on stage. I see someone being volunteered. That's how it works in the Twilight Zone. Will you join us on stage? Will you award him a thunderous round of applause? What is your name, my friend?
Joe.
Joe, thank you very, very much for helping us tonight. All right, Joe, I want you to imagine which of these cards is the best one. And then I want you to choose that from the pile. You are right, that is the best one. Excellent. Show everyone what it says. A wish. Do you have a wish, Joe?
Of course.
Well, don't tell anyone. All right. Yes. This group will somehow be sucked into the Twilight Zone through the force of a wish. However, we are not going to decide what that wish is right now. Instead, we are going to let our story begin, and at some point, which will surprise you, I will come and ask you for a wish. A hint. It's probably when I get out of the chair and come over here. But you never know. In order to start off then, since we will delay the gratification of the wish, where are these 3 individuals when our story begins? On the count of 3, shout it out. 1, 2, 3!
Yay!
What did you say, my friend?
Hospital waiting room.
Yes, that's right. They are in a hospital waiting room. My friends, sit back and enjoy episode 2 of The Twilight Zone. Waiting.
She's gonna be okay.
Does anybody have $1? Oh, wait, I only have a 5.
I don't have change.
Well, there's a Hershey's bar in here, and what do you want, John?
Well, $1 could buy us a whole lot. It's 1960 after all. Yeah, I'll just take one of everything. You know, those whatchamacallits, those are Mom's favorites. Maybe get a couple of those.
Yeah, for when she's out of surgery.
Or, just to enjoy one of her favorites while she's still around.
They're out of them.
Deborah, just pick something.
Sorry.
I don't mean to snap. I'm just nervous.
I don't feel like eating.
That makes 2 of us.
I didn't have breakfast. I'm pretty sure whatever I ate, I'd puke up anyway.
I don't understand how this happened. I mean, she walks every day.
I know, crossing the street, same room. She looks both ways, and there's that car out of nowhere.
You know, when we lost Dad, I was pretty lost. I mean, I was only a child. I don't know if I can handle losing Mom, too.
We're not going to lose Mom.
How
She's
can
going
you be
to
so
okay.
sure, Deborah?
Because Mom is active. Mom knows everything. Mom, she doesn't die.
She's too young to die.
The car hit her straight into a tree. She was impaled.
But she didn't die. They're still operating on her. She's a fighter. Listen, it's going to be fine, okay? Well, whatever happens, if the worst were to happen, we'll be okay.
Let's get our mind off of this. Who wants a French lesson? You know, just like when you were a kid and I was taking French, and I would write on the chalkboard and teach you French.
Go ahead, Deborah. Fine.
No, you guys don't.
No, I'll sit. Go ahead. It helps me get my mind off the...
I remember one word you taught us. Mort. What does that mean?
Dead.
Well, teach us another word.
Santé.
What does that mean?
Health.
Health. Santé.
Yes. And in fact, when you cheers, you say votre santé, which means to your health. Let's cheers to Mom right now.
A votre santé.
Well, I don't have anything to drink.
Is there a bar at this hospital?
There's the mini bar, but you have to... Give me the $5 bill. Votre santé.
Votre santé. It means to your health, a wish to your health. Don't you love French?
Can't even cheers yet.
Want another?
Yes.
You know what? All these toasts are to health, to this, to that. Why don't we wish for something this time?
Deborah, John, and Flaubert. Three siblings who stand on the brink of a chasm. And on the other side of that chasm, fading further and further away, their mother. That is the chasm of death into which they are staring. And yet, before this day is over, they will stare into a chasm far more deep than death, for they will stare into the chasm of the Twilight Zone.
Flaubert, wish?
Yeah, a wish. People who say to your health or to friendship, to family, to love, to whatever. I want to make a wish. I want us to wish for something. And of course we all wish for Mom to come out of surgery healthy, yeah?
Yes, that's a given.
Right.
Yeah, so we don't have to wish for that. I feel like we wish for that and the opposite would happen.
Indeed, they do not have to wish for it. And yet they will make a wish. And coincidentally, or perhaps not so coincidentally, they will all wish for exactly the same thing at the same time. On the count of 3, shout out, what is that wish? 1, 2, 3! What was that?
Time travel.
Yes, that's right. When I sit in this chair, at the same time, they will all wish for time travel.
On the count of 3. Just say what your wishes out loud. 1, 2, 3. Time travel!
What?
Drink! Ooh. They don't joke around here at the hospital bar.
Medical grade Bushmills.
We all wish for the same thing? That's pretty awesome. Time travel.
Time travel.
Yeah, of course, we're all being fanciful and funny.
Flaubert, why do you want to time travel?
Might sound a little silly. I want to ask Marjorie Taylor to prom.
Marjorie Taylor Brown?
Yeah, my high school sweetheart. Well, my hopeful high school sweetheart. The sweetheart I always wanted. I was always too shy, man.
When you didn't have fun with Mrs. Carlson, janitor? I thought she looked lovely in her dress.
She was sweet and all, but, I was 18 and she was 68.
I still have that picture on my fireplace.
I wish you would take it down. Well, what about you, Deborah? What are you wishing for?
I wish I had, gone to college instead of getting married to Frederick. That was a mistake.
Yeah? That's
Then I wouldn't be 32 and divorced, childless, working at the ice cream parlor. I don't have a law degree.
Weird. Wasn't your wedding the day after that dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
You should have brought Mrs. Carlson as your date to my wedding. But hey, if we could ever time travel, maybe you could bring Marjorie Taylor Brown as your date. Or actually, my wedding wouldn't even happen.
Well,
Yeah.
John, what about you?
I mean, the day before the dance was the day that Dad died.
Oh, yeah. I was so sad he couldn't walk me down the aisle at my wedding.
Yeah. Well, that would be my wish. I would go to the top of that building. I'd stop that lightning bolt or something from striking him.
Sure. Let's be real. We never really cared for Dad. He was kind of an absentee father, wasn't he?
Well, after he died, yeah.
I still went to my prom the day after he died. What does that tell you? She had her wedding the next day. What did that tell you?
It tells me that maybe you two liked Mom a little bit more than I liked Dad.
You're quite the detective, John.
It means that I wanted to move on with life. I didn't want things to go not according to plan. I'm always so rigid with my plans. My plan was to get married young. I went through with it.
And I never really made plans. I'm door-to-door vacuum salesman. Anyway, doesn't matter now. It's all in the past. Oh, the doctor's coming over. Doctor, Dr. Fleming, how is she?
How's our mom?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry because our mother is so obnoxious and she's alive and okay?
That's not what it means.
Well, she was doing really well. We managed to knit back her hips, repaired the massive damage to her femurs, both of them. And when we went to carefully remove the oak branch that was lodged in her spine. She bled out, hemorrhaged massively, and died. We tried everything we could to save her. Her last words were, "Whatchamacallit?" Not really sure what that meant, but I thought you should know.
Maybe we should have wished for something else, huh?
There's a chaplet on the 3rd floor if you want to pray.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll be.
Here's a pamphlet. Sorry.
You okay, bud?
No, I'm not okay.
I'm not okay either.
Well, so our 3 despondent siblings walk to the chapel. The door to the chapel is made of heavy oak. At first, it's difficult for them to open it. They struggle mightily to no effect.
Oh, it's a pool.
And when they enter, although they might not have realized it right at that moment, they had in fact stepped into a different time. Their time travel wish had come true. But when are they? On the count of 3, shout out, when are they? 1, 2, 3!
They're years in the future.
What?
5,000 years in the future?
They are 5,000 years in the future.
It's freezing in here, my God!
This place doesn't look anything like a chapel. Everything's steel.
What kind of a chapel is this? What, the body? The body? Where's Mom?
Is this the morgue? She looks just like Mom.
Hello, hello, hello.
Excuse me, are you the nun?
Yes, I am. I am the nun of this chapel.
Odd, however, that she looked just like their mom. On the count of 3, why does this robotic nun, 5,000 years in the future, look like their mom? 1, 2, 3!
Mom's a blueprint.
What? Yes, the mother had really been cryogenically frozen all of these years, and her essence implanted into this robot.
It looks... Mom?
Oh, right, I cannot keep it a lie anymore.
It's me, kids. It's me, Flaubert, Deborah, John.
I've missed you so much.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, I've missed your cold hug.
I wish you could have your arms.
Kids. When you were down in the chapel those 5,000 years ago.
What?
It must be that hospital liquor.
Yeah. He's playing with our friends. Look.
This can't be real.
Can somebody please press the button on my back between the 2 rods on my shoulder?
This is absurd. This is ridiculous. What's going on here?
Please, press. Kids, it's 5,060. The year. You don't realize what time it is.
What is this?
I don't think
What
that
the hell
math
is
adds
this?
up.
Let me get out of here.
Don't leave me again. Look, it's my head.
Oh my God.
Everything's different out here. It's just like... It's just all barren.
Yes, I know. The world is different. Look,
It's freezing.
look at this view. I shall open the window.
Oh, I've never felt cold like that before.
I said, look at this view. Yes, the world is different now. In fact, I don't look so strange now, do I?
What's going on here?
Can we redo this time travel? Let's go back to...
Wait, you think their wish came true? Is that what you're saying, Deborah?
Yeah, I'm saying that. Look at the world. What, are we just having some mass delusion?
Wait a moment. We have our mom back.
This is not mother. This is some atrocity.
It's
some
your mother.
abomination.
Look,
It's my head, kids.
panel on her arm.
Stop it.
Stand back, Deborah.
Stop it. Stop it.
Deborah, stand back. I'm going to take this chair.
John, what did you do? Well, man, what did you do that for?
Kids, it was your mother's head. It's me. You killed me. Oh, what did you do?
I didn't do it. That's not our mother. This is some sort of a machine.
You didn't have to hit it with a chair.
I don't know what's happening.
What's wrong with you two? I thought you loved Mom.
I do love our mother.
And what did you think? When she got out of that surgery, she'd be the same? You knew that if she survived, she'd be in an iron lung for the rest of her life. Is this so different?
Kids, don't you remember signing that form right after you came in to see my body? And you said yes to freeze my head.
Please, Mom, sit on this floating
I need another
thing.
This bar is still here.
Thank you, John. Thank you. You know, in surgery, I had a moment when they were pulling that oak branch out of my spine, and I could almost float above my body and see the three of you, and you were just about to make a wish. I was with you. I was floating. And then I came back to my body. And then I got really cold.
I wish that we reversed this time travel. Let's do another drink.
Wait, hold on, Deborah. This is the opposite of the wish we made. We wish to go back in time and change the way things happen for us at certain points, and now...
So we have to wish that we go back that we go further into the future.
What? Okay. No, I see her logic. She's saying if we wish,
Reverse.
then we get the opposite of that.
I'll give it a shot.
Guys, I don't understand. We have Mom right here. That should have been our wish in the first place. Why don't you want to stay?
We can get the real Mom back.
This is Mom.
That's not my mother.
Flaubert, how dare you?
On the count of three,
Wish.
wish something.
1,
2, 3.
Time travel.
And at once, they were another 10,000 years in the future.
Okay. Oh, this looks more like it. It's
Oh, whoa.
a lot dustier and dingier. And smoky.
Hi, kids. It's me. They improved my arm length. I can reach farther now. Kids, I've missed you. Can you give me a hug?
Mom, you've been here this whole... What year is it now? If before it was somehow 5,000 years from 1960, and now I don't even know what time it is.
It's 10,060.
That's 10,000 years from 5,000.
He was always so good at math.
You've been sitting here for 10,000 years?
I have been. I've been waiting for you, kids.
This is a dream, right? This is not really happening, right, Deborah?
I don't know.
Come on, we can make this work.
Maybe this is really Mom.
Do they still have whatchamacallits? You want one of those, Mom?
Oh, I would love one. It's just that I can't swallow. But if you put it in my pouch for me, I could taste it.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Honey,
The walls are different here.
it's different now. It's just a pouch on the
There's
back.
no whatchamacallit. panel just opened up and there's a whatchamacallit there. Did you see that? I just said whatchamacallit and this panel in the door.
And there's one, there's another one.
Whatchamacallit?
Hello? Behind my ear.
Oh.
Oh. Deborah, say something else. Give me now.
Goldfish. Is it the cracker or the real thing?
No, it's a real goldfish.
Oh my God.
A fishbowl. Don't put it on the ground. Water.
Kids. Where are you running from me? It's me. I'm here. I have missed you for 10,000 years. I've been waiting for you.
Wait, hold on. This is sort of punishment for us. We didn't make the right wish, did we? We were supposed to wish for her to recover from surgery. I'm sorry, Mother. I'm sorry we made the wrong wish. We were selfish. I wish to go back to Marjorie Taylor Brown, of all people. I didn't wish for you to come back.
What about Mrs. Clemens? She so adored you.
She's 50 years older than me.
She was so kind. Well, if you're going to leave me, could you put another whatchamacallit behind my ear again?
Should we make another wish? How many wishes do we get?
It doesn't matter how many wishes they get, because each time they wished, no matter where they went, in the past, in the future, to Europe, or Asia, or any place in any time, there was some bizarre version of their mother waiting. 3 siblings trying desperately to avoid one particular conversation with their mother. 3 siblings who, as their mother stood on the brink of death, knew in their unconscious that if she died without them exploring this issue, then none of them shall ever live a healthy life in their own futures. On the count of 3, what is that one thing they had never truly addressed with their mother, which is haunting this relationship? 1, 2, 3!
Dad's cryogenically preserved.
What?
Massive tumor in her brain.
No. I heard something over here.
Birds and the bees.
You say it again?
They hate their mom.
They hate or ate?
Hate.
Oh, good. Yes. The one thing they have never really explored and found resolution to is that for some reason each one of them hates their mother.
You know, maybe we do need to talk about things.
Yeah, Mom, which one of us was your favorite?
You know, I loved you all. But Flaubert, you had a special spot in my heart. But I appreciated all of you and loved you all dearly.
The middle child? My older sister doesn't have your love the way I did?
Of course she does. It's just different. I love you differently. Each of you are different and you get a different kind of mom love.
Was my mom love telling me my whole life that I wasn't very smart?
Oh dear.
And the furthest I would ever get was to be married to the local plumber?
Deborah, I was only looking out for your future. Because what's a woman to do? It's 1960. You need to have a man in your life. I didn't want you to be destitute. I thought, you're not very good at mathematics. Sure, you can write poetry, but what are you ever going to become? Best thing is to be a wife.
And what about me? You kept putting me on dates with older women, much older women.
Flaubert, you were always wise beyond your years. And I I just thought I would rather have a daughter that would be more like me. So if you married an older woman, well, it would just make me so much happier.
You don't remember what you said one night. You had one too many drinks.
Of course I remember.
You said I never wanted another kid, and then you came along, Flaubert. I was 8 years old when I heard you say that to me. Maybe you never wanted me to have kids either. Maybe that's why you kept pushing me towards older women.
Flaubert, I'm sorry about that. I did say that. And you're right. I figured if I paired you up with somebody who was past their prime, you wouldn't propagate.
There you have it.
Sorry.
Mom, why did you blame me for Dad's death? I know it was a science experiment. I know I was thinking that I'd be the next Ben Franklin with Dad on top of that roof. How was I supposed to know that lightning would strike?
Darling, I had no idea. Of course, the storm clouds were coming, and I just thought, surely they'll be fine up there. But I did notice that you were just a little too close to Dad, and I was jealous.
So you made me feel like I led to his death. I saw him. He was just a pile of ash, Mom. You don't know what that did to me.
I am sorry.
Talk about close to me. He was all over my body.
Kids, this is getting so dark.
Well, it looks like the sun's about to burn out soon.
In another 2,000 years, the sun will be gone.
Well, guess we're stuck here then.
Kids.
At least you have this wall to provide for us.
Don't you love me? Don't you want to be here with me?
No. I don't love you, Mom.
Oh,
I think the truth is, we want to all stay together.
1, 2, 3. We
We
hate
hate
you.
you.
Please, you're killing me. Please remove my head. Remove my head from this contraption. Please take me out of my misery.
What should I do?
Misery.
Tell me, what should I do?
Let her die for real this time. Oh, the head fell on the ground.
Oh, it's still talking.
Whatchamacallit?
So we're pretty much horrible people.
Is that it? Are we all actually relieved and happy that Mom died?
Not really. Like I said before, I think we're being punished.
Punished for our wishes or punished because we hated her?
Because we hated her, I guess. Because our wish should have been for her. But it wasn't. So now we're in some weird dimension or planet. I don't know what they would say about this place.
Well, you know, if we're being punished for those wishes, those selfish wishes about our own life, then maybe we need to think of some things that we could have wished for Mom's life. I mean, yeah, we hated her. She mentally tortured us at times, but her life wasn't perfect either.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't even want kids. I wish she had just gotten her way so that she could have lived the life that she wanted and not been such an angry old hag.
Perhaps, and only perhaps, If they all made that wish at the same time, they would travel back in time to see their mother have everything she wants.
Coca-Cola.
They still have that?
Yeah, I don't know how this thing works. Tastes really good, nice and cold, refreshing.
Cream soda? Deborah?
Some of that medical grade alcohol?
Let's say we all make that wish together.
All right.
I'm not really sure how to put it in words. Maybe we could just think it really loud to each other.
Maybe that's the best way to do it. Maybe if we keep it internal, then it won't send us to some godforsaken time. On the count of 3, though. 1, 2, 3.
At once, they were children again in a loving household with a happy mother.
Oh, kids, your father's going to be home in just any minute.
Mom, I drew this picture for you.
Oh, Flaubert. It's beautiful.
Mom, je t'aime, maman.
Oh,
It means I love you, mother.
Mon chéri, je t'aime tu aussi. Oh.
Mom, look at my science fair experiment.
Oh my goodness, it looks like it's a volcano. Ooh. Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant, honey. You kids make me so proud. You're so wonderful. And I can't wait for your father to come home and see all of this. I'm going to put this right next to Je t'aime. And honey, let me put this right here so when he comes home, he can see it. Oh, kids. I can't wait till he comes home. Oh, darling. Oh, I just am so happy you're home. Look at our beautiful
Father.
Dad!
Hi, Father. Sir.
Flaubert.
I'm so sorry.
For Americans.
Oh, honey. She...
Put up too much with you, huh? This French nonsense.
She just wants to be continental.
Have some freedom fries and read the Pledge of Allegiance.
Dad, as she's pouring your nightcap. And I drew a picture. I drew a picture for Mom. She put it up on the wall.
It's beautiful, honey.
Gin. This is America, damn it. I only drink bourbon.
Dear.
I don't even know why you stuck that limey bullshit in here.
Your father is just cranky. He's had a hard, long day at work. And you know, it isn't easy being a father to 3 children. It's a challenge.
But we're good kids, Mom.
You're the best. I love you with all my heart. Unconditionally.
Mom,
Yes, dear.
fight him back.
Oh, dear.
Well, I'll do it, Mom.
No, dearly. No.
Hey, Dad.
Flaubert, no.
Why are you so mean to us all the time?
Put some hair on your chest, boy. We named you Flaubert.
But sometimes you make Mom cry.
Yeah. Put some hair on her chest, too.
But at last, the mother could stand it no more, and she stood up to her husband.
Flaubert, please stand aside. Sit down. Asseyez-vous ici. Dear, there is no need to be so hard on these children. They are our pride and joy. And you need to be kinder to them. And just because you're cranky when you come home, it does not mean that you can take it out on them, and certainly not on me either. I suggest you take that look off your face right now. Or else it'll freeze that way. That's what my mother used to tell me. And if you want to keep this family intact, if you want to keep all of us in your life, you've got to put your best foot forward.
What's come over you, Beverly? Never seen this side of you before.
That's right, it's my new side. And you know what? I can get a job at the ice cream parlor. And even though we won't have much, I can take care of these three all by myself. Flaubert, you can get a newspaper route. Dear, you can get, well, something to do with science. And you can start doing French tutors.
Yeah.
I'm not good at sports.
But he's very smart. Here, dear, you'll need this. It might rain later.
That night, in order to walk off his anger, their father stormed out of the house, crawled up to the roof, and stood by himself in the rain.
All right, just come on at me. Horrible family you gave me, and wife and kids, and what am I supposed to do with all that? I never wanted that anyway. Should have just left me over there in Normandy with the rest of them.
I require your assistance. In fact, I will not require it. But just for fun, on the count of 3, I can use the sound effect of thunder and lightning. 1, 2, 3! And when the thunder faded away, the 3 children were once again adults in 1960 in the hospital waiting for news of their mother.
What do you guys want?
Oh,
Hershey's?
oh, I just had a really wild dream. Huh? You two were there. We were going through different times.
Yeah, did you visit the hospital bar?
Let's let go.
Just shake it off, Flaubert. I mean, we've been awake for 17 hours straight.
That's true.
Probably just a delusion.
Dr. Smith.
I'm sorry. She really wanted a whatchamacallit. We didn't have any. So I gave her a baby Ruth, and she threw it in my face.
She's okay.
She said that she's tired of men telling her what to do anymore. She does have massive internal damage, and is going to need to stay here for several weeks in the ICU, but with a spirit like that, I can't imagine she won't pull through.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much.
Can we go in and see her?
Please, but bring a whatchamacallit, whatever you do. Here's a pamphlet. Congrats.
Got one. Let's go visit.
Nurse Marjorie. Nurse Marjorie. Marjorie, I want you to know that my son Flaubert is here today, and he will remember you from high school.
Oh, he's Flaubert.
Oh, he is.
Let me grab my mop. He'll remember me.
Oh.
Come in.
Oh, my darlings. I hope you can recognize me. There's a little bit of an evergreen stuck in my cheek still, but for the most part, oh, thank you. Oh, kids.
I have a whatchamacallit.
Oh, thank you.
Mom, it's me, Flaubert, and here's John.
John. Oh, kids. This is delicious. You know, I had this horrible dream. I have to tell you all about it. Look who's here. It's Marjorie.
1 second, Marjorie. Mom, I love you. I love you so much.
Oh, my I love you.
I love you, Mom.
I love all of you.
You're the example that I always needed.
Oh,
I couldn't live without you.
I couldn't live without any of you. You make my life beautiful.
Marjorie? May I?
Sorry. I remember you liked Miss Clemens. I thought you were into mops.
Well, thanks for cleaning up the space and always being there when we needed you.
Hey, there's a dance coming up.
Would you
Oh,
do me the honors?
I always wish you asked me to prom.
What the hell?
And so, 3 siblings, John, Deborah, and Flaubert, who learned today that you can run away from many things. You can run away from that girl you wished you had asked to the dance. You can run away from your husband who gives you an unsatisfying life. And you can run away from whatever John was running away. But there is one thing you cannot run away from. You cannot run away from your unresolved issues with your mother. Even if you ran all the way to the Twilight Zone. My friends, thank you so very much. My name is Ken Adams. I'm the artistic director of Synergy Theater, and this is...
Arastoo Darakhshan.
Valerie Regalia.
Eileen Tumlin.
Griffin Beer. Justin Carnes.
The Improvised Twilight Zone was conceived, created, directed, and all of the music you heard tonight, from the house music when you walked in, to the theme music for the show, to the intermission music, was all composed and created by the same enormously amazing human being, Arastoo Darakhshan. So we have a couple of more performances of this show tonight at 8:15 and tomorrow at 3:15. If you had fun, come back, see it again. It's always brand new, always improvised, and always based on your suggestions. If you have some friends, please spread the word and tell them to come and see the show. Your word of mouth is our greatest form of advertising, and we appreciate it very much. If you think improvisation looks like fun, it really is. If you're wondering, can I do that? You can. Synergy Theater offers improvisation classes. I teach them myself right here in Walnut Creek at the Arts and Rec Center. So if you're interested and you've never been on stage a day in your life, then this beginning class is the class for you. And we have a 3-session sample class coming up in December, and then we kick off our full 8-week sessions in January. So we have some information on the counter over there. Please take some on your way out and come take a class with Synergy Theater. You'd have a lot of fun, and we'd love to get to know you that way. We are a 501c3 organization. We depend very heavily on the generosity of our patrons. That's you. You're our patrons. If you want to support us, there's a big bucket over there on the table. If you have a couple of extra bucks and you don't mind putting it in there for us, we'd really appreciate it. If you want to make a more generous gift and you want to grab one of those envelopes and send us a check, we will appreciate that very, very much. And it doesn't matter. There is absolutely no amount of money so big that we won't take it from you. So grab one of those envelopes on your way out. Finally, after we're done with our run of the Improvised Twilight Zone, we're back in January with Improvised Law and Order, which is going to be a fantastic show. Then after that, Improvised Dungeons and Dragons in April. And then in July, Spontaneous Hitchcock, a full-length play in the style of an Alfred Hitchcock movie. If you want to see all 3 of those shows, but you don't want to pay our exorbitant prices, don't worry, you can become a 3-show subscriber and see all 3 of our remaining shows for a ridiculously low price. Grab some postcards about our shows on the table. Come back and see us. If you have a friend in the cast and you would like to say hello to us, we'll be outside the stage door in about 15 minutes after you walk out of the theater. Thank you so very, very much for being here. We love you, and good night.